O'clock, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Please mute or turn your cell phones off. Becky, when you get a chance, can you do roll call?
Bob Olson,
Here.
Tom Kitson, Jack Scrogstead.
Here.
Mike Opine,
Here.
Mike Zeman.
Here.
Jim Sheeline.
Here.
Tom Wilson, Nancy Naylor.
Present.
Dean Creel.
Here. Thank you. Public attendees, go around the room. Jason, you got anything you want to share with us? Sheriff? Nancy?
I do. Good morning. Just a reminder, the voting booth is up on the first floor, so you can get in an early vote. And then the economic interest got mailed out last Friday. So in case in the next couple of days, you don't see that lovely yellow piece of paper, step in the election office and they can print you a new one. Those are due May 1st, so you have some time. And that's it. Thank you.
So you know, I got my economic interest in already. Becky, you'd be happy of me. It's turned in. You don't have to hunt me down. So, yeah. Yes. All right. The approval of the minutes. Everybody get a chance to look at the minutes.
Uh-huh.
Is there any corrections, changes? If none, we're going to leave them stand as presented. We'll go to reports. Mr. Zeman.
Claims Committee. As usual, there were two meetings to report on, January 7th, 9 a.m. We went through 42 claims, forwarded all 42. On January 21st, 9 a.m. Usual suspects, we went through 39 claims, passed all 39 to the county board. Any questions?
Any questions or comments for him? Thanks, Mike. Mr. Scrogstead, County Services.
County Services met Monday, and other than some of the action items that we're going to be passing on to the county board, full county board next month, I wanted to mention that we did lose Logan from the GIS. He was very instrumental and in his work there, and it's our loss, but it's somebody else's gain, whoever's getting him. So I just wanted to, we did lose somebody valuable, and just something to think about down the road. That's all.
Questions or comments for Jack? Thanks, Jack. We'll go to Mr. Copine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Public Safety met last Monday also. Her department had reports, and if you haven't seen the Sheriff's Department's reports again, it might behoove you to take a look. I don't think they've slowed down since I don't know when. And it's kind of an indication of what's going on in the county as far as the severity of the arrests, the people being arrested, and those that are being released on the Public Safety Act again. I'd sure like to see whatever we could do to get rid of the Public Safety Act. So the only one that we had any lengthy report on was from Terry from Animal Control. Wasn't a complaint. It was just simply information brought up on a location here in Dixon that had an overabundance or collection of cats. And we're going to take a look at the ordinance and some of the language that's involved there and how to handle them. It could become a little expensive for us at the county level as far as taking care of the specifically cats. It's pretty well laid out for the dogs, but now we're trying to play catch up, I believe, with the cat situation. So other than that, that's all I have for the meeting, unless there's questions.
I do. Do we have a intergovernment agreement with Dixon on cats and dogs?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. And I think that's one element that we're going to take a look at.
I know we were working with Amboy for a while, and I think we dropped the ball on that or whatever when they got rid of their dog catcher or something.
Well, dogs aren't as much an issue as cats are becoming again now. It's kind of like the Pied Piper. You look out the back door and there's a single file parade of cats going from one garage to the other. So, but it's going to be a problem. The surrounding animal control facilities and places like Granny Road, they're all full.
Yeah.
We've got 10 cats out here, or did have, and the talk was to
I see.
excuse me, neuter them or spade them and return them to the owner, which doesn't really resolve anything other than the expense of the procedures. So,
All right. Any
Jeremy,
questions?
do you have anything you want to add to that? I know that.
I just got a comment. It's probably more for the sheriff, but I know there was talk in the governor's office looking at repealing some of the Safety Act. Sheriff, do you know anything? Is that moving at all, or is it just kind of just all talk?
I just got back from the Illinois Sheriff's Association conference, and right now it's tabled until after the primaries. But then hopefully, yes, he said he's amenable to making changes, so hopefully that comes to fruition.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. We'll go to Mr. Wilson for facilities and maintenance, or Mr. Friel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met on Monday. We went over some ideas for the courtyard out front. That's still in the work process. We had a report from Joe. He's going to, I think he's already presented them to the on-board as far as the costs and stuff of future inspections and stuff. So, other than that, does anybody have any questions?
Questions or comments? Thanks, Dino. Finance, Mr. Sheeling.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Finance Committee met this morning, and the financial report there is on your onboard. Just highlights there is expenses, with the exception of we got dropped on our heads in regards to our pool plan. $238,000. I got that number right, Jeremy? $238,000 now
Yep, roughly.
is burnt in my brain. That is going to be that we don't have budgeted for. It's going to be our assessment to, they're assessing, the pool is assessing each member, and that is our participation in the pool. I think the example was DeKalb County assessment was over $1 million.
Yeah, and this is for the reserve fund.
Or
that's in the
reserve
pool.
fund.
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's, we're not the only ones going through this. It's nothing that we've done, our employee has done. It's just, and of course, this is on top of the increase that we had in our overall, in our Blue Cross Blue Shield portion of our health insurance. So kind of a Debbie Downer on that. The positive thing is on income side, sales tax continues to remain strong. Numbers, we're keeping an eye on the public private property replacement tax, and next month could tell the tale. It's been running stronger than what we'd anticipated. So next month is kind of when it drops off, because it runs in a really weird rhyme to reason of how that works. But we'll see how that goes next month. And then on solid waste, the revenue that we're getting from landfill is running strong. And so hopefully that'll continue. So that's on the financial side. We had the committee approved the final payout of the administrative costs of ARPA. We're doing that versus paying that through the schedule that we had set up for the end of the year. This way that if we pay the administrative costs now, it's not costing us anymore, it's already budgeted, but we pay it now, we can, Sarah and Patty can do the final report and have that cleaned up and be done, and we don't have any clawing back from the feds in any way. It's over with. So we approved that. We had an update in regards to the Tyler Technology, the case management system. That is going along smoothly. There was a couple of items that were missed that had costs associated with it. Amy's office is covering her part of that. And Charlie is covering out of his special revenue funds on that side of it. But overall, the transition, I think Amy said that next month they are doing the data transfer and Tyler will be live. So that's moving along very well. And then we had a discussion and an executive session in regards to elected official salaries. We do have if there's going to be any adjustment to elected officials' salary, it has to be done by May. And we had a discussion on that with the consensus of the Finance Committee directing the board chairman, the finance chairman, and the administrator and state's attorney to sit down and come up with some options and bring them back next month to the Finance Committee for discussion. And that's it.
Questions or comments for Jim? Thanks, Jim.
Yep.
The sheriff's got his report in there for information only. Administrative report, Jeremy?
Jim mostly covered a lot of the things that I wanted to discuss. The one thing that I did present in the majority of the other committees is that with the community project funding through the Appropriations Committee, Committee of House Appropriations, that Congressman LaHood has been very much advocating for us with our new highway build. Sounds like that we probably can expect not to see funding on that again this year. Word from DC is that they will be funding the partially funded projects from the previous year if there is funding available. So with that, we kind of already had that in mind. We pivoted and we are in the process of creating an application for a build grant, which was previously RAISE, build before that, and many other program names, and that's through the U.S. Department of Transportation. That is due February 24th, and we're about completed with that application. So looking forward to see where that is. We'll know, there will be notice of awards sent out in June, supposedly this year, which usually it's October. So it gives us a more expedited timeline of knowing if there is going to be extra, grant funding available for us or not.
What was the total ask for that build grant?
It's not completed yet, but we're looking at close to $8 million.
Right. Questions or comments? That's a great segue to your next county highway building update. You want to take that? Tom Wilson?
So we've got the borings done and the location was staked out to where we want to put the proposed building. The site plan is going to be complete as soon as we get the boring reports back. Willett and Hoffman is doing the site work drawings for us. Those should be completed very soon. We're working through a few things on the property. We've hired an architect and engineering firm that's going to help us with the stuff on the inside of the building and the structural stuff. We're working through that right now. But everything's coming along really well. Just have a lot of stuff to go through. I think Jeremy's crossing off a lot of the stuff and we're exhausting as much of the resources that we can get prior to building the building and doing it as cheap as we possibly can.
I think we have 400,000 set aside, and I think we're going to spend up to that, and then we'll come back. The option on the land, I think we'd like to exercise that option, unless anybody's got any questions or comments. I think Charlie's working on that option. Any time frame on that, Charlie, or anything?
So I'm told that Vivian, who's on the other side of it, is going to be sending us a draft here shortly. I don't know the exact day she'll get it over to us, but we've been communicating with her.
Somebody needs to let the farmer know, send them a certified letter.
Yeah, and that Emily, in the communications with Charlie's office and Emily Vivian, he's been notified.
All right. I think we're good there. So,
Talk about NICOR.
Yeah.
So another thing is there's no natural gas at the property. on 30 and 52. So we're looking into having Nicor get us a gas main over to the property. Jeremy's working on that right now with Nicor. That would come off of is it Franklin Grove Road?
That's correct.
So it's actually coming from the east. I thought it would come from west on 30, but it'll be coming from the east. But we're working on that price right now. The building's being engineered for dual fuel. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if we're going to size the building properly for propane and for natural gas. And if we had to run everything on propane for a year or two to get Nicor to get their pipeline over there, we can do that. It's just but we're hoping to get Nicor over there this year during the build. So we don't have to do anything like that.
I just want to prepare. That's going to
Right.
cost us 100, 200,000 probably to get
It
there.
was another 20% more on energy for having propane over natural gas. So.
Yeah. Then we'll do analysis on that when we
Yeah.
get some figures and decide if we move forward with that.
Yeah, so Nicor is going to provide us with those numbers. Right now, we're in the process of submitting an application to them. Need to get a little bit more information to that so they could start their analysis and their process. One thing that really is a bit of an issue is not in a Nicor service area, so they have to go to the ICC, get that process started, and get it in a Nicor service area because there's some blackout spots on our county map that is just not in a Nicor service area. So this happens to be one of them. So that's why, Tom referenced that it may take up to 2 years, but we think we can get it expedited.
Can Tom Dimmer help us with that? Speed that up a little bit with ICC?
I can ask.
All right. I think that, what else you got working on that? I think that's about it, right?
For right now, yeah, we're just working through getting all the numbers back from the borings. And then once the borings get turned over to us, then the engineering can start. We can get moving with the concrete, tip up concrete walls and get things moving. So.
All right. Anybody else got any questions on that project? All right. We need to have a meeting at some point with Reed and me and you and Jeremy and finance in the building, and we'll come back and put some options there. I got some ideas. Waiting on this grant. So that's not a sure thing, so.
Right, but we want to exhaust every means possible.
Yeah,
if
we
there's a
just want to make sure we got a
possibility.
backup plan.
Yep.
So, all right. Anything else? We'll move on. I got 2 appointments. We got Reed, the weed specialist. Appointment of that, and then we have Franklin Grove Fire District resignation of Mark Applequist and the appointment of Brian Schaefer. So I need a
And that
motion.
meeting, Bob, is not until the 16th. So I talked to Karen Didier. She's going to let me know if that for sure goes on the agenda. But I said we needed it to put it out there just in case. So
Do you need a vote on this then or
yeah,
today?
to
then?
move it to county board, but it may come off county board if they don't handle it during their meeting.
All right, so you don't need a vote here just when we do the other part.
No, just to
Okay, good.
move
I
that
can't
to
hardly
the
hear
county
you,
board
so,
agenda.
all right. So Dean made the motion. Do I get a second? Mr. Wilson seconds it. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Going back to the weed superintendent, it pays $1,000. It's been that way since they started it, I think. I think maybe finance needs to up that or something. So I would have that discussion, but my recommendation would be 1,500 or something because $1,000 by the time he gets his license and goes through that, it's not worth the thing. And I think we're probably going to move it to an in-house guy later down the road. So I don't know if it's worth doing that or not. I don't know what the time frame is on that. So. Okay, all right. All right. We have 2 appointment resolutions on the agenda. That's what we just did, right?
Yep.
All right.
Want to do it again?
No,
Just
we're
did
good.
Reed, now we
Once-
need to
one
do the
should
other
do
one.
it. I gotta do the other one. Okay, is there a motion to put the resolution to appoint Reed Acree? I just did that.
Do the other one now. There's 2 of them on there.
All right. Resolution to appoint Brian Schaefer to the Franklin Grove Fire Protection District. In February, kind of, Dean moves and Mr. Copine seconds it. Any discussion? None. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Have no raffle reports. There's a review of per diem for county board approval, January, March payout. That's for information only. I'd like to motion to move to executive session for 5 ILCS 120/2.06, and that examination of past executive session minutes. Nancy moves and Wilson seconds it. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor, go into executive session.
No, we don't do all in favor. We do roll call.
Okay. All right.
Bob Olson,
Yes.
Jack Scrogstead,
Yes.
Mike Copine,
Yes.
Mike Zeman,
Yeah.
Jim Sheeline,
Yes.
Tom Wilson, Nancy Naylor.
Yes.
Dean Creel.
Yes.
Thank you.
England Brothers Circus. Yes.
Jack Copine,
Yes.
Mike Zeman.
Yes.
Jim Sheeline. Tom Wilson,
Yes.
Nancy Naylor.
Yes.
Dean Priel.
Yes.
What would we do if we voted not to come out of? We closed down? Yeah, yeah. All right, let's move to the February 18th County Board agenda items. Get my glasses on here quick. All right, the normal stuff, let's move down to, we'll start at Joseph Meyer, resolutions, we have none. Zoning and planning, monthly minutes, that all looks good. 3, we got petitions coming from the planning commission. 2 of them, a resolution for Lee County zoning office filed petition text amendment requesting, okay, we'll have that.
And it has to hold over.
Yep. And then, Richard Flux, estate resolution petition. So we'll have both of them. Administrative monthly updates. Public comments, county organization, we got Carla coming. It's the normal reports of committee, unfinished business. New business, we got Lee County, Lee Center Road Project Joint Funding Agreement. Lee Center Road Project Matching Funds Appropriation Resolution. Indian Head Bridge Project Joint Funding Agreement and the Indian Head Bridge Project Matching Funds Appropriation Resolution.
And Nancy, Dave does want them in that order. They have to be approved in that order.
All right, we got the 2 appointments we talked about earlier.
Read the weed.
Read the weed. And executive session. Jim, has anything come out of finance today? That we're forgetting? Anything we need to put on here that? I always ask you just so we don't forget nothing. The approval of the county's office reports, quarterly treasury reports, the roll call claims and all that. Approval. Anybody got anything they want to change? Everything looks good? I would entertain a motion to approve the county board. Mr. Wilson and Mr. Friel seconds it. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to adjourn. Ms. Nancy moves, Mr. Friel seconds. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 All right, thank you. Oh. Let's go.